Yeah, I'm not
He
gonna
was-
lie. When I was watching it, I started to just feel kind of like sick to my stomach. Of
Word?
just how bad it was.
He
Like
was
of
the-
just how much motherfuckers are going back and forth. One person dies on
Self-scription.
the other side. Shit happens right away, and just like how ruthless Vaughn's tweets were and shit. Like I can't believe that.
The
I really,
tweets were crazy.
I sat across
For
from
him
this
not
dude
to
and
go
talked to
jail
him
for that shit.
and didn't fucking have any clue about the fact that he had this much shit, which realistically at that time, people from Chicago and shit, they did know.
Of
And I
course.
was just kind of in the dark. I thought he was just like a dope rapper signed to Dirk.
That's
Nah,
shit that
bro.
made me think that he was like a sociopath because he was so easily like able to turn it off, turn it on,
Yeah,
like
Ted
act
Bundy.
like he didn't do it, act like he did do it.
But then when you look at certain stuff like him robbing the guy in Atlanta and then shooting, I guess, and then also like the way that he popped out the car, like went to the club that Quando was at and just popped out the car to fight him without telling anybody else. I think you're just pretty clearly talking about somebody who
His own go.
they don't have, like the ability
He's
to sort of
on
like
go.
think logically or rationally or in
Nah.
such a way that you could avoid getting caught or
Because
whatever.
once-
He didn't have those concerns.
I feel like once you kill before, and you know what you could do to a person, it makes you like feel invincible in certain situations,
And
and then you're forgetting that people are humans
If-
just like you.
if you like did your first boxing match and you won, you're gonna do another one. And if you win that one, you're gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you do your first boxing match and you get brutally knocked out and you get a concussion, and then you do another one and you get knocked out, you're probably gonna be like, oh fuck this.
I ain't
He
fucking
fucking
with it.
started killing people
They got away with it.
and got away with it. Felt like it was easy as fuck. I don't know if he was necessarily like mega talented at it or if he just got lucky, but then he decided, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like when they talk about like ISIS and shit.
Yeah.
But there'll be certain people in ISIS who like really believe the shit.
Yeah.
You know, you have certain people who like they're part of it because they want to be down, but they don't really want to kill people.
Yeah.
He seems like no, he got the game plan for
Suicide bomber.
gangbanging, and he said, "Oh nah, like I'm gonna like it's like a religious person who follows the Bible 100% versus a religious person who's just kind of like, yeah, I believe in this, whatever." Like
Yeah.
he fucking took the gang war so literally.
That motherfucker right there was crazy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was top soldier, like
Yeah.
frontline soldier, like
But
going
do
to go
He-
get
he
it. Like,
had
like,
to though, right?
like, you ain't-
Like
well, like
his
I
friend died in
said,
front of
like I said, coming from gangbanging, he probably grew up around the same type of people I grew
Yeah.
up around. So it's like his was just frontline because social media is out and you can do shit like that now because motherfuckers are into self snitching. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like he grew up around some shit and felt some hurt at a certain age, and that's how he learned how to deal with his pain. And then he from O Block. You get what I'm saying? So like from what I've seen, this is just I don't know him. So because I don't want motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you hear Brick is the OTF and all that shit. So the whole shit is he went through some hurt. He started smashing shit, learned how to smash shit, and every day he was committed to one thing and one thing only, bro. So it could be way more. I feel like this, like just me talking, like if this shit is true, it's way more than 7 bodies.
That's what I was thinking too. If it's true,
Yeah.
there's got to be a couple that didn't make it into
Yeah,
the tweets
yeah,
or that
it's-
aren't
it's-
famous
it's-
enough that people are talking about. There's got to be some random ones too, right?
Like if this
11
shit
bodies
true,
that we
it's-
know of though. Yeah.
Jeez.
But I'm talking about like hands on, like because it's times where, like I said, motherfuckers who live like that, they just get mad and walk and go whoop something. Like you get what I'm saying, or they get on their bike. Like
Right.
I grew up with people that didn't have no moms and dads and shit.
Like even the
you know what
KI
I'm
one,
saying?
it sounds like he was just driving down the street and he just hopped out the car because he seen her and shot her,
Yeah.
and then he kept going, and that was it.
Of course.
It's like it sounds
Yeah.
impossible that it could be that fucking simple, right?
He didn't
Fuck
do it.
yeah.
He just checked into his PO.
yeah.
Nah, listen, nah.
They said he
he
still
checked
had the
into the
time.
PO hour
Yeah.
earlier. He ain't.
But
Yeah.
they
That's what
said
I'm
that he
saying.
had 35 minutes to go and
Yeah.
chase
Nah,
her
I
down,
understand that. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is like, this is what time he on. Motherfucker,
agree.
if this shit true, a motherfucker coming from a PO office, man, that man is one of the greats in the streets. Like when I seen it, I'm like, damn, cuz look different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me, and I don't want to like, but I respect the shooter. Like I come from where you gotta respect the shooter because that's the only person that's gonna get you out the mix. That's the only person that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? The shooter, damn near, you know what I'm saying? You live by the gun, you die by the gun. No, you must know that. But the shooter, the aggressive shooter, is gonna damn near win every time.
But do y'all think that he
You know what I'm
died
saying?
because of his reputation? Like when niggas know you a shooter, niggas
Yeah.
prepare for a shooter.
Oh, yeah,
Man,
for facts,
they
of
didn't
course.
probably even know that was King Vine. Motherfucker hopped out just. Oh, well, they probably know, but it was like shit. It wasn't because he was a shooter. It was because of the situation. Like
Yeah.
motherfuckers came to the club. Like everybody. That's what I tell motherfuckers. I be telling motherfuckers when everybody's at the club. This is the most defense mode you're ever gonna see anybody in. Everybody's in defense mode. Like from the security to everybody there. You can't. People bring security to the club for that reason. You're not really gonna be able to get off a rivalry without shooting somebody at the club.
But he had mad
motherfucker-
security with him too. He just didn't
Yeah,
even
but
tell
he
him to get
bounced
out the
out,
car.
like
yeah.
that was him. He kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like he let his emotion get the best of him at the end of the day.
A lot of those stories about
Because-
him are like '90s gangbanging stories. Like
Yeah,
it sounds like some
yeah,
shit
that's
from
what
LA
I'm saying.
in the '90s.
He grew up around some motherfuckers that like we grew up around. It's like, oh yeah.